So I just saw the movie, The Meg. The Meg, it's a massive shark movie. It's supposed to kind of be a Jaws ripoff, except it's actually based off some novels. The Meg was directed by Turtletaub. He also did National Treasure. I like those two movies, and also he did Three Ninjas. Not really a well-known one, but you should definitely check it out. It's 90s cheese to the core with ninja action. It's fun, and if you grew up in that era, you can enjoy it, and it's just fun cheese, just like this movie. So basically, this movie is a piece for Statham to be a cool action star, as other pieces. For some reason, all the reviews that I saw were talking about Ruby Rose. I had no idea who she was going into this. I know who Ruby Riott is. She's pretty cool, but I don't know who Ruby Rose is. I don't know if I care. Rainn Wilson was also in this movie from The Office. Okay, so the plot. Jason Statham is a military guy. He does rescues from submarine to submarine when one is malfunctioning and they need to get the people out. And that is his job in this movie. He's supposed to save some researchers because Rainn Wilson is this billionaire. And there's this Chinese guy, I don't know the actor's name, who is researching and going below the ocean floor. Well, it's not really below the ocean floor, but there's this like haze, and they figure out that you can actually go into it, even though it looks like the ocean floor. Then their sub crashes down the floor, and Jason Statham has to go save them, and then they figure out there's a shark. So cons. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to follow. Not too bad. I could follow it actually pretty well, but there were a couple of nicks here and there. Also, on top of that, the shark's movements, if you understand what I mean, like what he does and why he would do it, I'm not exactly sure. Based on what I know about sharks, there's some stuff that he does that just doesn't make sense. I know it's for the movie, but I'm sure there are ways that they could work around it and make it make sense. It is kind of a nitpick, but it's still a valid point. There are some attempts at romance in this movie. For the most part, I'm not exactly sure if it's just characters seeking companionship versus actual love, and I think that actually worked better because I was confused on whether or not it really was love. It might just be characters getting closer together, and that makes it less awkward and seem less forced because it's creating a bond between these two characters so they can want to save each other. And it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but it came across that way, and I can appreciate that. It was Statham, and he was kind of united around the little Chinese girl that you see in the trailers, except it's lower, but if I put my hand low, you can't see it. And the Chinese girl's mother. On top of that, though, the reason that Statham comes back is because of his ex-wife is on the mission, but they don't really connect anymore. He still shows that he has some love for her, but then it kind of just disappears, and they don't really talk about the relationship too much anymore. And when they meet up again, it's just kind of like, whatever, we know each other. There isn't too much animosity, and I struggled with that. I thought they could have done a better job with that. The jokes sometimes are cheesy. Dialogue, for the most part, is good, but sometimes, it's a little bit over the top, cheesy. They're going for one-liners, cool lines, stuff like that. The last, I would say this one is probably the big one. The movie could have ended sooner. I'm sure in order to get a theatrical release, the movie had to hit a certain time frame. So where I say it should have ended, I don't know if they could have done that. I don't know if I can say for certain that it should have ended there because, I can. Because to me, I don't give a crap about how long the movie is, but I understand that a movie can't do that. Although I'm still going to knock it because there could be a better way that they could have done it. I do take into consideration that it might have been out of their hand. Well, let's go into the pros. I really like Statham in this movie. He really carried this movie. He just kind of threw it on his shoulders and ran with it. And I thought that was important, and it really made the movie go. Made the movie interesting. It was very quick moving. I like that. It was just kind of boom, 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 boom. Just kept going. It didn't really slow up too much. That was good. It had dead time just to catch it back up, but then it ramped it back up again, and you're like, okay, let's go. The CGI is great, and the action is great. Both these elements. Honestly, I would say that this movie is extremely immersive. It has great technical elements, but as far as the story and the acting, It's not fantastic. For the most part, the performances were pretty good. Certain characters at certain times, some chemistry just seemed a little bit overextended and cheesy. But other than that, I found this movie to be very entertaining. And I think you can appreciate this movie. So I'm going to give this movie a B-. Like I said, anybody can enjoy this movie because it's dumb fun. And it's really good at being immersive, honestly. Please like, comment what you thought of this movie. Comment what you thought of my review, my thoughts, please. And subscribe. So that's it. See you guys later. B-Dog out.